Hello, smart investors, beautiful people. I hope you're doing good. My name is Gabriel Jarrison. I'm from beautiful Paris, France. Today I'm going to talk about Nanno raising on Republic. I'm on the website right now. We're going to look it up through my investment criteria list. I have it right now. So let's dive right in. Before we start, of course, I'd like to invite you to subscribe by hitting the subscribe button. This really helps my channel grow and really encourages me to do more videos. And of course, you'll be sure to get all my videos, to not miss any of them, and you'll join the community of the smart investors. Let's go. Okay, here I am on Nanno's website. Before we start, a few things. First of all, I'm not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research and take your own decisions. I'm getting faster and faster saying this. That's good. Second of all, if you don't know about my investment criteria list, there it is. You can actually download it in the description. There's a link. You can download it for free. You just give me your email. I'll email it to you. You'll understand what I really mean by those criteria. So the most in length that I talk about them is in my book. It's in French right now. I'll have it translated and I'll try to publish it in English next year in 2020. So far, we're going to stick to the description that you can download. This is in English, obviously. And lastly, before we start, if you want to invest with me in the best deals that I invest into, you can actually either join my private investment club, the link is in the description, or you can actually back my syndicate on AngelList. So this is no commitment, completely free. You just back my syndicate. You just apply to back me, and this will allow you to get all of the deals that I source myself that are not online, that are not on Republic. They're private deals, very, very high growth potential. I'll be investing my own money, and if you want to follow me, no commitment. You'll just have the opportunity to follow me. All right. Nanno is connecting parents with great sitters on demand. So welcome to the childcare revolution. It's a very straightforward marketplace connecting parents who need someone to take care of their children when they're doing something, and background checked people that can actually look after them. It's just generating revenue through commission. It's a marketplace, very simple. I haven't looked at the project in full details. I've looked at the short video here, and we're going to go through all of the criteria here. So first of all, immediately what we can say is that it's scalable. It's a scalable business. It's a marketplace. So I really like scalable businesses, and I really like marketplaces. They're hard to start because you need both the offer and the demand. But when you happen to get offer and demand, then usually they can really grow very rapidly and have huge potential. So the way they make money, we just saw it. It's very easy. They take a commission. It says so here, through commission. The commission is between 20 and 30%. So as you know, usually it's very easy. If the margin is under 50%, I give it a red note here, a red notation. If it's over 50%, I give it a green. The only exception is on marketplaces. It can go much lower. Commission 20 to 30% is actually pretty good. And what you have to realize is that it's going to be on a huge number of transactions that they don't have to do anything to get. Basically, the marketplace, the platform is here, and there's going to be thousands, maybe tens of thousands at some point of transactions, and they're going to get 30% every single time without lifting a finger. So a 30% margin on a marketplace is actually very good. So far, so good. The market obviously is good. There's a lot of people who have kids, and there's a lot of people who need someone to take care of their kids. So of course, you can look for a sitter at your local, school, or in France, we find the sitters at the bakery, and that's probably the most French thing ever. I don't know, but there's other ways to find a sitter, to find someone, but more and more people, young parents, are looking online, and you need a solution with people that are trustworthy and stuff like that. All right. So this is from the get-go what we can just easily see, and I'm going to go through the other investment criteria here by looking at the page. So it's an on-demand marketplace connecting parents and sitters, proprietary vetting process for sitters, including full background check, skills test, and behavioral test. Oh, that's hard to pronounce. Behavioral. Okay. Anyway, you know what I mean. Sorry, it's not my first language, So that's very cool. There's a proprietary vetting process that answers the question of the unfair advantage. As you know, with the unfair advantage, I want to answer the question, is it easier or harder for someone else to replicate this and to do the same and to come and compete with Nanno? The answer is that it's actually harder, because if you and I want to start the same thing, we don't have a proprietary vetting process. We can develop one, but it's that much harder to spend time and develop it when they already have it. It's proprietary, it's theirs. And so it is an unfair advantage. We'll see if there's some others. It's not a huge unfair advantage. It's like green and like, so-so, but so far so good. They have 15,000 users in 45 states, so they do have traction. Wow, it's an all green so far. That's good. This is why I love Republic. The selections there is pretty good. 90% of booking requests are filled within 15 minutes. That's awesome. Proven unit economics, $75 for customer acquisition cost. $1,200 of lifetime value. How good is that? So the economics are awesome. 35K in gross revenue to date. So this means that they did 70K in actual revenue, I'm guessing. High retention rates from both parents and caregivers, addressing a $34 billion market in the US. That's why I gave it a green light here for the market. Tapping into one of the country's fastest growing industries. So what do we, actually that's it. We just need to look at the team. Everything is already like, okay, let's look at maybe some extra unfair advantages. So as I said, the childcare is stuck offline. That makes sense. Quality childcare at your fingertips. What's really interesting, of course, is that they're vetted. That really makes it easier. They're growing and retaining users. That's awesome. Is loved by parents and sitters alike. Generating revenue through commission. Big market, on-demand solution. This is the competitors. No one has that many. Okay, that's awesome. They've raised 550K to date, including 500 startups and Quake Capital, transforming the babysitting industry. What else? And that's it. Okay, let's look at the team. Nanno team. So Liz is the co-founder. Let's look at her LinkedIn. Then we have the CDO, Desi. And we have Sharon, the director of strategic partnerships. Let's look at Liz and Desi. So first of all, they seem to be complementary. We have a CDO and we have a CEO. Let's see if either Liz or Desi have an entrepreneurial experience, a previous experience. She was the founder of an independent law group. She still is. It's been 3 years in Denver. What else? That's it. Okay, so a small experience in entrepreneurship, but still 3 years. She also founded Nanno 3 years ago. So actually, the traction is. I'm gonna give it a. I do that sometimes. Life is not always black or white. Life can be gray. So I give it a good and bad. It's okay. They have traction. They have revenue. They have 15,000 users or something like that. So it's not that. It's great, but it's actually been in 3.5 years. So it's like, oh, okay, well. It's not that great if it's been 3.5 years. Anyway, it's still pretty great, okay? So far so good. She studied law, right? Yeah, she studied law, but that's fine. I mean, okay, let's look at Desi. So she's the CTO. She's 500 startups batch 25. She was before and still is for 14 years the co-founder of DevChicks. It's an organization set up to give women software developers a safe place to have conversations about anything related to being a software developer. So she is a developer for a while and she's an entrepreneur. So both founders are women, as you can see. That's awesome. And both founders have experience in entrepreneurship before and they complete each other. You have a CEO. She studied law. She's the head. She's the head of the company, and you have the CTO who's actually been a coder for a developer for a while apparently. And then we have Sharon. I'm not sure if she's a shareholder in the company, but she's director of strategic partnerships for a year. So she was not here at the beginning, and well, actually, she doesn't have an entrepreneurial experience. So, but that's okay. So I will give a very great. Notation at the team. So far so good. The only thing left is valuation. Let's see if we see other things for unfair advantage. Well, they're parents. That's good. That's not an unfair advantage. Many people are parents, but it's still very good. They've raised 450K. Would that be an unfair advantage? No, probably not. So, okay, I'm going to leave the unfair advantage at like green plus this little it's okay. It's not like, and we actually don't know very much about the vetting process. Let's look at the discussion. We have 200 comments. Sorry. Let's look about if someone talked about the vetting process in the comments. You're claiming to be vetting the sitters, but one high-profile tragedy and you're sunk. Yeah, that's true. What did she say about that? The best vetting person in the industry and doing everything possible to prevent a tragedy. Okay, well, so yeah, it is a risky deal, apparently, because of what, looking even tighter vetting. Okay. What else do we have? Was it here? No. Where's the next? Oh, here. Most robust vetting process in the industry. Okay. I'm just looking. I'm curious to see what the proprietary vetting process is. I don't know. Uber stopped vetting the drivers. Okay, I didn't know about that. The vetting requirements, vetting, which is great. Just the vetting part. So, I mean, there's 26 mentions of vetting here. What further vetting do you use? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So what she says is, many of our sitters are teachers by training and have special needs experience, and we ask a variety of questions about their specific skills. When a sitter picks up a job, the first thing they do is call the parent. At that point, the parent has a chance to chat with the sitter about the special needs and can determine whether the sitter's skills seem appropriate. Well, the duration of the vetting process, 15 minutes. Okay. Well, okay, so that's interesting. Well, I mean, so they have actually it's proprietary in the way that they're the only one to do it like this, but I think that here the word proprietary is actually misleading, in my opinion, because I don't think there's anything proprietary about it. There's no technology involved, there's no software, it's just that they do it their own way, but it's actually fairly easy to replicate. And with that, I'm going to have to change the unfair advantage to no. Because apart from that, there's no... Even I thought it was a light unfair advantage, but now I'm thinking that there's actually nothing proprietary in terms of technology or something hard to replicate. It is their own, and they're the only ones to do it that way. That's not how we should use proprietary, in my opinion. Anyway, I'm not saying they have ill intent, but I'm just saying I think it's kind of misleading here. And with that said, we have a $9 million valuation with a 10% discount. It's actually an $8 million valuation. For that potential, that traction, I think it's good. So I'm going to give a good grade to the valuation. And with that wraps up my analysis of Nanno. Please tell me in the comments if you agree or not. A few things for you to do now. First of all, subscribe to the channel, obviously. Then, if you want to know if I'm going to invest in Nanno or not, despite those two red grades here, you are free to join my private investment club. The link in the description. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the best way to invest in the best deals that are not even online is to join the private syndicate on AngelList. You can back me. It's completely free, no commitment. It will just show you the private deals that I invest into personally and that you can invest also with me if you'd like. Thank you for watching. Tell me what you think in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone, and have a great day. Bye, everyone.